Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Taking a break from the shelfie reviews. My parents just got back from Akron, and my pops called when he was there. He's like, hey, you want some hop JuJu? And I said, yes, I do. This is a beer that I drank 2014, 2015-ish, I think, and I remember loving this beer. One of the earlier reviews I did on my YouTube channel, but it's been years since I've had it, and I forgot that it's like kind of the time where they release it, so just kind of right place, right time. So last time I reviewed this, it was in a bottle, and it had a green label, I think. So this is the can art from Fatheads. They are in Ohio. They used to be in Portland. When my wife and I spent our 10-year anniversary up in Portland, most of the time that we spent, despite all the other craft breweries up there, was at Fatheads. They make amazing West Coast style IPAs, and we went back there like 2 or 3 times. So, love this can art. Hop JuJu is an Imperial India Pale Ale, 9% alcohol by volume. 100 IBUs, it says. It's pretty cool that they're still like in the high IBU thing. I don't think people really do that anymore. Brewed and canned at Middleburg Heights, Ohio. I think there's a spot in Cleveland too, maybe. I don't know. My dad said there was a couple places, or a couple Fatheads that he remembered seeing, like driving from the airport to Akron. So, yeah, I want to see if I still love this beer. I remember loving it. This was canned on July 5th, so today is the 27th. Like what, 3 weeks? I actually have Fathead glassware, so you know this is going to make the beer taste better since it's proper AF. And this is pouring exactly how I remember. Yeah, it probably looks darker on this red video game, but it's that cool, just kind of golden, like not quite to copper. It's not that dark, but a little bit darker than like that sunshiny color. Plenty of carb, good 2-finger of just super thick, like marshmallowy head. Wild. Tons and tons of bubbles in the glass. It is a clear beer. There is a chill haze. This is right out of the fridge, but yeah. It is a clear beer. It looks like the West Coast style, and I can tell you right now, I can smell this beer from here. So far so good. 9%. Don't drink a whole lot of 9% beers anymore. That's in the upper echelon of ABV for me, but that's shower fat nose in it. Ooh, gosh, this beer smells tropical fruity, but it has like this kind of sticky sweetness to it. It's like sugary hop juice, if that makes sense. It is bready. It's like sourdough bready, sugary sweet, but it's like sweet tangerine. There's like a pineapple kind of a nose. It's got a little bit of dankness. There might be a touch of alcohol that I can smell. I've been drinking like lower alcohol beer, so having a 9% beer, it's been a while since I've had a 9% beer. I think that some of that sweetness I'm smelling could be some of the alcohol. But yeah, it's got a cool dankness to it, a little bit of a floral thing, but this is like just big, sugary, juicy tropical fruit with like a nice, sweet kind of bread crust, kind of a background. So let's go ahead and taste it. Thanks, Pop. Cheers. It's a big beer. Nice bitterness. It's got like that hop resin bitter bite, which is funny because you didn't really smell that. It's so like sweet tropical smelling. I didn't really smell like a whole lot of like resiny. I mean, it smelled a little dank, but yeah, that has a big bitter bite right on the side of your tongue. Super pithy on the finish. Really like grapefruit pith, maybe like if you've ever bitten into like a lemon peel. I think I've told this story a bunch of times when my dad we'd go out to eat and he'd get iced tea with a lemon in it, and he would squeeze his lemon in it, and I would take the lemon and eat the whole peel, like chew it and swallow it. Reminds me of that. So this can says 100 IBUs. It's really fucking bitter. But not like, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm used to drinking bitter beers, but if someone isn't like a hop drinker, I'm sure they would think this beer is ridiculously bitter. But yeah, front of the tongue is like just sweet. I think it's like tangerine and pineapple. Yeah, I think it's like kind of generic citrus, and yeah, tropical. Like I always think pineapple or maybe like a little bit of mango. I might be thinking mango because the bitterness is so present on the back end of that. It almost tastes not peppery, but like how mango kind of has like that spicy bite. Yeah, and it just goes across your tongue and it just digs in and it does not stop. It is sweet on the finish, not alcoholic sweet, but sweet kind of bready, you know, that sourdough kind of bread thing. Like I said, it's the sweetness is kind of trying to balance out that bitterness, but I don't think this is a balanced double IPA. It's not like a chore to drink by any means, but it is hoppy AF and it is bitter AF. It's still a really, really good beer. Is this, I don't know if this is what I remember. I'd have to go back and watch my old review. I don't think I remember this beer being as bitter as it is. That's not a bad thing. I love the West Coast style. I love like that resin kind of, you know, bite. But yeah, it's that sticky mouthfeel. It's pretty full. But yeah, massive lingering bitterness on the finish of that. So you got to be into hops to like this beer. At 9%, you got to be careful with these beers. I mean, he grabbed a 4-pack and brought it home. I'm sure I could drink a couple cans of this, and by the end of that, I'd be feeling real nice. But yeah, I mean, this is still a really good beer. Is it something that I would like seek out and trade for? Probably not. But in this case where he was there and was like, "Hey, do you want this?" I'm happy to drink the 4-pack of this that I have. So still a very enjoyable. I mean, is this a triple IPA going 9%? Almost a triple IPA range. We'll call it a double IPA. What do they call it? Imperial India Pale Ale. So yeah, you're getting into that triple range above 9%. So it's still good. It's old school. It's super bitter, hoppy, malty. It's all that stuff. So if you like that in the IPA, you will like this beer. That's Hop JuJu from Fatheads. You guys still drinking this beer these days? I hope so. I'm going to go back and watch my old review now, see what I thought about it. So yeah, that's it. If you had the 2022 vintage of this, let me know what you thought. See you guys soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.